Shalom Aleichem. Peace be unto thee. I am Messenger Daniel. This is in the name of Yahweh. Welcome back, Yahushua Ministries. Invite you to listen to WAVS 1170 AM every Wednesday morning from 5 to 6 and every Saturday morning from 4 to 5:30. Shalom Aleichem.
Not one tittle shall be removed from Torah, says Yeshua. Not one tittle shall be removed from Torah, says Yeshua. Not one tittle shall be removed from Torah, says Yeshua. Not one tittle shall be removed from Torah, says Yeshua. Yahweh, Yahshua, Yisrael, Yehuda, Yehudim, Ephraim, Melo, 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 Hagoyim.
Meet me in the garden, my love. Meet me there at midnight. At the place only we know, my love. Kiss awaits tonight. In the darkness between the flowers, my love. In the shadows of the moon, your lips will tear the pretense. Like the curtain tomorrow afternoon. So the glow of approaching torches makes the darkness dance like black flames, ever faster to the music. Every heart that refuses to be say. Pray this could be different, that my death could save you too. But your choices are your own. Now, my friend, do what you came to do.
Shalom Aleichem. I am Messenger Daniel. It is in the name of Yahweh. Welcome back, Yahushua-Ministries. Shalom Aleichem. Peace be in today. To all my Israelite brothers and sisters, no matter where you are, on the four corners of the earth, the question today is, who was Judas Iscariot? Why Messiah Yeshua was chosen Judas Iscariot? Why today so many hate Judas so much they can even name a dog Judas? What is the problem? What is the consequence when people do not know why Messiah Yeshua was chosen Judas and who he was? Do you want to know the truth? Why Messiah Yeshua was chosen Judas? Let's go on to the book of John 6 chapter verse 69 to see exactly who is Judas and why Messiah Yeshua chose Judas. We believe and know that you are the set apart one of Yahuweh. So the disciples told Messiah Yeshua they know exactly who he was. Verse 17, Messiah Yeshua answered them, I have not chosen you, the 12, yet one of you is a devil. Verse 71, Messiah Yeshua was speaking about Judas, the son of Simon Iscariot. For although Judas was one of the 12, he was later to deliver Messiah Yeshua to us, but not betrayed. Because Messiah Yeshua chose Judas for a specific task, for a special mission, the death and mission to deliver him to the high priest. Just like on the Passover day, there is always to be somebody has to deliver the lamb. They carry the lamb and they deliver the lamb to the high priest. That's the same thing. Judah was taken for that purpose, to deliver Messiah Yeshua and the Passover to be the sacrifice for his people. I don't see why the reason until today people hate Judas. By the time they don't see their own self, they are also the devil. Yeshua, Messiah Yeshua is still dead. In John 6 chapter verse 17, do I have chosen 12 of you, but one of you is a devil. Verse 71, Messiah Yeshua was speaking about Judas Iscariot, the one who was to be delivered him to the tribe. If Messiah Yeshua already chose him to do whatever he has to be done, that was his job, his duty, his responsibilities, and the Passover to deliver the lamb to the high priest, he do exactly what Messiah Yeshua was chosen to do. About you, Yahweh was created to honor him, to praise him, to thank him, to worship him. How you do it? How can all of you blame Judas, but you don't blame ourselves? My friend, there is so many misinterpretation and misconception about the scripture, the word of Yahweh. The people of the ancient time, the Pharisees and the hypocrites, the so-called modern pastors and ministers today, do not understand the word of Yahweh because they don't have the spirit of Yahweh and them to teach them, to reveal to them the word of Yahweh. They just told you what they taught them. They hate somebody without knowing what the reason, what the purpose. Do Judas doing his own will, or he doing the will of Yahweh? Do Yahweh choose the devil to accomplish his mission? Absolutely yes. if Yahweh has to choose, Mr. Yahshua said that, if I do I've been choosing 12 of you, one of you is a devil. So that means talking about Judas in verse 71, who should be dead for Messiah Yahshua. If Messiah Yahshua has already known why he was choosing Judas, why he has to be betrayed, that cannot be betrayed, my friend. If you choose somebody to do a specific work for you, and that person doing exactly what you pay that person, what you took that person, and what you designed that person to do, did that person betray you? No, because you already know when a person betrayed somebody, when you doesn't know. Just like if you have your wife or your husband kiss you, honey, I see you later. That person goes sleep and lay down with the other woman or the other man, that's betrayed because you do not know. But if Messiah Yahshua chose Judas because of that reason, to deliver him to the end of the high priest on the Passover to be the sacrifice as the lamb for his people, why you hate Judas so much without no cause, without no reason? Why you blame Judas when you don't blame yourself? If Messiah Yahshua died for your sin, if you love him, what are you supposed to be doing? Are you supposed to be obey his commandment? As Messiah Yahshua said, love is to obey his commandment. John 14:15, if you love me, obey my commandment. John 15:14, you are my friend indeed if you obey all my commandment. My friend, Messiah Yahshua is stated in John 10 chapter verse 11. I am the good shepherd, and the good shepherd lay down his life for the sheep. If the good shepherd has to lay down his life for the sheep, there is no betraying. Somebody has to deliver the sheep in order to be sacrificed. John 10 chapter verse 15, just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for my sheep. Again and again. If there is a betrayal, that means Messiah Yahshua do not never come into this world to die for his people. Something is wrong. If Messiah Yahshua coming to lay down his life for his sheep, for the children of Israel, that means Judah doing the will of Yahweh, not doing the will of the devil. But you are doing the will of your father, the devil. Because it's very clear and simple, my friend. When we take the book of John, 13 chapter verse 27, when Judah had eaten the bread, Satan entered into him. So Messiah Yahshua told Judas, hurry up and do what you are going to do now. This is a comment. Messiah Yahshua gave Judah a comment. According to John 13 chapter verse 27, if that is a comment from his boss, how he betrayed Yahshua when Yahshua know the time to tell him whatever you have to do, go right now and do it now? Do that make it betrayed to you? Do that because Judah is a bad disciple? No, because that was the way he was choosing to deliver the lamb on the Passover to the high priest. He do exactly what he was choosing to do. So start by blaming Judah. You don't even know who was Judah was. Judah was the devil. Messiah Yahshua said that. Do I choose 12 of you? One of you is the devil. In order to be the leader Yahshua and the Passover, you have to be the devil. Messiah Yahshua know he was dealing with the devil. And my friend, let me tell you something. Judah was no Messiah Yahshua more than any other disciple. Why? Because he's from the devil. He's from of the devil. The devil know everything about Messiah Yahshua. So if Judah was the devil, that means he know better than all the disciples. Because remember, Judah was the one who go, they say he betrayed him with if selling for 32 pieces of silver. but it was already written. The prophecy must be accomplished. The one who eat with me going to deliver me to the high priest, not betrayed. Because as I say in Hebrew, there is no such word for betrayed. Deliver. Somebody has to carry the name and deliver it. Just like when you have a mail, the mailman carry it and deliver it to you, right? That's the same thing Judas doing the will of Yahweh, not doing the will of man or the will of the devil. He was choosing to do that. Yeshua said that. If you don't want to accept that, it is in your scripture. John 13, verse 27. When Judas has eaten the bread, Satan entered into him. That was the time. So Messiah Yeshua told Judas, hurry up and do whatever you have to do quickly. He gives you a comment, right? That means he does not act as his own. Messiah Yeshua gives Satan a comment to do what he has to do. He do exactly the little piece of silver, just like he will say, my friend. So if you can blame him, Judas, I don't even know who was Judas anyway. About you, who you are. This is what he said, my friend. When we admit into our mind hard thought of the words and the works of Messiah Yeshua, we enter into temptation, which if the Messiah Yeshua and mercy prevent not, will end in drawing back. The corrupt and wicked heart of man often make that an occasion for offense, which is matter of the greatest comfort. Our Savior Messiah Yeshua had in the foregoing discourse promised eternal life to his followers. The disciples fasting of that plain saying and resolved to cleave to Messiah Yeshua. When others fasted on hard saying and forsook Messiah Yeshua, Messiah Yeshua doctrine is the word of eternal life, not eternal damnation. Mercy. When we forsake Messiah Yeshua, we forsake our own mercies. They believe that Messiah Yeshua, this was the Messiah promised to their fathers, the Son of the living Yahweh. When we are tempted to backslide or turn away, it is good to remember first principle and to keep to them, and let us ever to keep to them is good to remember. Remember our Savior's searching question. Should we go away and forsake our Redeemers? To whom can we go? Messiah Yeshua alone can give salvation by the forgiveness of sins. And Messiah Yeshua this alone bring confidence, comfort, and joy, and birth fear and despondency. Flee away. It again the only solid gladness in this world, and open up a way to gladness in the next to come. My friend, Matthew 10 chapter, John 2 chapter verse 2. And Messiah Yeshua and his disciple has also been invited on the wedding. Judas was there, of course, yes. John 6 chapter verse 71, he was speaking about Judas the son of Simon Iscariot. For although Judas was one of the 12, he was later to deliver Messiah Yeshua from the high priest for the Passover sacrifice. Does that sound literal to you? No. My friend, let me tell you who you are. Who you are. Judas was one of the devil, but you are also. You blame Judas. You hate Judas. You don't even can name a dog Judas. But let's see who you are. According to John 8 chapter verse 44. You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out of his desire. The devil was a murderer from the beginning, refusing to uphold the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, because he is a liar and the father of lies. About you, those pastors who've been lying to people for over 2,000 years, and you understand what Messiah Yeshua told you? Those ministers who misuse the word of Yahweh by deceiving people, by confusing people, by dividing people. Just like Messiah Yeshua said, remember John 10:10. The thief is coming not, but to steal, kill, and destroy. I, Messiah Yahshua, am coming to give you life, not even life, but more abundantly. A good shepherd died for his sheep, lay down his life. If the shepherd has to lay down his life for his sheep, do those pastors today going to do that? Yahshua said, I am the only good shepherd who will lay down his life for his sheep. Messiah Yahshua said in John 10 verse 18, no one can take my life away. I have the power to lay it down, and I have the power to take it back. That's why the Father has commanded me. If Messiah Yahshua, no one can take my life, how can Judas can betray him? But he said, no one can take my life away from me. So I have the power to let it down, and I have the power to take it back. That's why it's already prophesied. There is only one side to know he is the Messiah. Is 3 days and 3 nights. I will sacrifice at the land for my people, and I will raise back in the 3 days. So there can be no betrayal, my friend. If there is any betrayal, you are the one who betrayed Messiah Yahshua. He died for your sin. They beat him up. They spit in his face. He asked for water. They give him vinegar. Because of you and me. What is the prohibition you give it to him? Nothing. Zero. You keep on sending again. After Messiah Yahshua will steal you from your bondage, from your slavery, instead to love him, to obey his commandment, you crucify him back again. That means you are more betrayed than Judas. If there is any betrayal, you are the one. Because Yahshua died for you. If you don't believe in him, he don't die for you. But if you believe in him, you don't obey his commandment. If you love me, obey my commandment. You are more than Judas and anybody else, because you are a bunch of hypocrites. Those who keep on sinning after Yahshua died, Judas delivered him, do his job, do the will of Yahweh, by delivering Yahshua to be delivered of the sin, because Matthew 1 chapter 1 verse 21 says, a virgin will be a son, and he shall be called Yahushua. He shall be save his people from their sins. So if he was born, he come into this world for that. So why anybody have a problem with that? Who is Judas? You are one of Judas? That's the reason why you are refused to call even a dog Judas? Because you think he was bad? How about you? Are you sit down and you thinking about yourself before you even thinking about Judas? Are you carrying the desire of your father the devil by lying to people, stealing people, and commit all kind of abomination against Abba Yahweh? You have audacity to blame Judas. But about yourself, my friend, think about it. Sit down and look yourself in the mirror. So he is betrayed. Who I have to call betrayed, I will call Judas. Because he was choosing to do the will of Yahweh. You are choosing to do the will of Yahweh or to do the will of the devil. So Judas was the devil. Yahweh choosing to deliver them. He is a man enough. Yahweh choosing to do that. Because if he coming to sacrifice for his people, somebody must do it. But that was Judas. Messiah Yahshua was choose. Judas don't choose Messiah Yahshua, but Messiah Yahshua choose him for the special job. My friend, before you judging somebody, before you hate somebody, first you have to know who is Judas was. Do he was a good disciple or if he was a bad? Do he was choosing to do that? According to John 6 chapter verse 17, Messiah Yahshua said, do I choose 12 of you? But one of you is the devil. He was speaking to who? According to John 6 verse 71. To Judas Iscariot, who later not betrayed, but delivered the lamb. Carried the lamb, delivered to the high priest. He was there and he has to be done. Judas doing the will of Yahweh, but you are doing the will. You are carrying the desire of your father, the devil. My friend, it's time to repent. Be baptized in the name of Yahshua for the forgiveness of sin, or you will pay the price. My friend, it's up for you. It is in your hand. Start by blaming Judah, blaming yourself. If you have any betrayed them, you are the betrayed, not Judah. I am Messenger Daniel. Say Shalom Aleichem. Until next time, say Shalom Aleichem. Peace be in today.
Lo que vayas a hacer, hazlo pronto. Amigo, ¿a qué vienes?
Shalom Aleichem. I am Messenger Daniel. It is in the name of Yahweh. Welcome back, Yahushua-Ministries. Say Shalom Aleichem. Peace be in today. To all my Israelite brothers and sisters, no matter where you are on the four corners of the earth, do Judas will betrayed Messiah Yahshua, or what is happening? Let's go according to John 13 chapter. Start by verse 1 to see exactly what is going on, why people has been betrayed when Yahushua in John 6 chapter verse 17. Yahshua asking, do I choose 12 of you? One of you is the devil. So verse 71, Messiah was speaking about Judas Iscariot, the one who going to deliver Messiah Yahshua to the high priest, not betrayed, because he was chosen for that. If he was already chosen to do the will of Abba Yahweh, that cannot be betrayed, my friend. When you know something, you know a conspiracy against you, it can't no longer a conspiracy, because when you know, if Messiah Yahshua has chosen Judas to do a special task to deliver him to the end of the high priest, how come Messiah Yahshua is not what he said. Why people ask to put the blame? Judas was betrayed. Everybody hate Judas for no reason. You hate somebody without knowing who that person is. John 13 chapter verse 1. It was just before the Passover feast. Messiah knew that the time has come for him to leave this world and go to the Father. Having loved his own who are in the world, Messiah now show them the full extent of his love. Verse 2. The evening meal was then served, and the devil had already tempted Judas Iscariot, son of Simon, to deliver Messiah Yahshua into the hand of the high priest. It's not coincidence, and it's not an accident, my friend. Messiah knew that the Father has put all things under his power, and that he had come from Yahweh and was returning to Yahweh. Verse 4. So Messiah got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. Verse 5. After that, Messiah poured water in the basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. Verse 6. Messiah came to Simon Peter, who said to him, Messiah Yahshua, are you going to wash my feet? Messiah replied to Peter, you do not realize now what I'm doing, but later you will understand. Verse 8. No, said Peter, you shall never wash my feet. Messiah answered, unless I wash you, you have no part with me. Unless I wash you, you have no part of me. Verse 9. Then Messiah Simon Peter replied, not just my feet, but my hand and my head as well. Messiah answered, a person who has had a bath need only to wash his feet. His whole body is clean, and you are clean, till not every one of you. For he knew who was going to deliver him, and those why he said, not every one of you was clean. When Messiah has finished washing their feet, he put on his clothes, and we stand and have done for you. He's asking them, you call me teacher and master. And rightly so, for as this what I am. Now, I, your master and teacher, have washed your feet. You also wash other feet. I have set you an example that you should tell the truth. No servant is greater than his master, nor is messenger greater than the one who sent him. Now that you know this thing, you will be blessed if you do them. You will be blessed if you do them. My friend, there is so many deception going on all over the world. According to the book, Messiah Yahshua went on the Passover, and he has already chosen Judas in order for Judas to do Messiah Yahshua way. Messiah Yahshua chose Judas to deliver him because Judas was of the devil. Even when Messiah Yahshua washed the disciples' feet and head, he said, I clean you, but one of you is not clean. Because Judas was of the devil, so he would not receive the steam from Abba Yahweh because he was already of the devil. His Judas' mission was only to deliver Messiah Yahshua into the high priest. That was his duty, that was his job, that was his mission. That was a dead end for him. He is a must. Every time of the Passover, somebody must be carried the lamb to deliver the lamb to the high priest for the sacrifice of sin. So Messiah Yahshua sacrificed his own body for our sins. Instead of a lamb, Messiah Yahshua represents the lamb. When we take the book of John, 1st chapter, verse 29, the next day after Messiah Yahshua was baptized by John the Baptist, John saw Messiah Yahshua coming toward him and said, look, the Lamb of Yahweh will take away the sin of the children of Israel. If Messiah Yahshua has to take the sin of the children of Israel, that means somebody has to deliver him to be sacrificed. Again, Messiah Yahshua stated in John 14 verse 31, "But I do exactly what the Father has commanded me, so that the world may know that I love the Father. Get up and let us go on from here." There is no accident and no coincidence whatsoever happened, because Judas was choosing to do the will of Yahweh. When we take the book of John, 10 chapter verse 11, "I am the good shepherd, and the good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." Yet again, if Messiah Yahshua has to lay down his life for his sheep, what the betrayed has to do with anybody? The person just doing his job. If I call you, I give you a job. I employ you, I tell you, even I don't tell you, but when the time comes, I tell you, go and do whatever you have to do. That's the way I was employed to do. The time of the Passover coming, this is the time now for Messiah Yahshua to leave this world. And then now somebody must deliver him to the high priest to be the lamb of Yahweh who sacrificed the sin of the children of Israel. That's the reason why there is nobody. That's the reason why Messiah Yahshua proclaimed himself in John 14:6. "I am the way, I am the life, and I am the truth. No man, no exception, go to my Father but through me." Through me. Just like everyone must be blessed to Abraham, anybody has to enter the gate of the new city of Yahushua, they must go through Messiah Yahshua. If not, my friend, there is no way. Messiah Yahshua is a dead hand. That's why Messiah Yahshua said, he is the gate to the sheep. He is the gate. So nobody thinking you're going to take opportunity to go free. No, there is no free way, my friend. Because Messiah Yahshua knows who you are. He knows his sheep, and his sheep know his voice. Just like I have to proclaim the name of Yahushua, his sheep may know the shepherd still exists. The shepherd is still looking for the lost sheep. Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, not the lost sheep of the Jewish people. My friend, it is very pure and simple. John 10, chapter verse 15. "Just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep." Again and again. If Messiah Yahshua, that's the reason why he was born. He was born for that reason. Let's take the book of John 18, chapter verse 36. Messiah Yahshua said, "My kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom was of this world, do my servant was refined for me, for them not to deliver me to the hand of the high priest, not betrayed, but deliver." You deliver something to be sacrificed, not betrayed, because Messiah Yahshua has already known, said he was choose Judas to do that mission. Mission impossible, when no one can do it, but Judas was choosing to do his will. So Judas doing the will of Yahweh. You, my friend, you are doing the will of Yahweh, or you are doing the will of your father, the devil? Are you carrying the desire of your devil? Lying to people. Those pastors, those ministers, you have been lying to people for almost 2,000 years ago. Who's more bad? Who's more betrayed? You or Yahweh or Judas? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. If you're talking about betrayed, you will not call your son or your daughter even a dog named Judas, because you're saying Judas was the one who betrayed Yahushua. But remember, that's the reason why Yahshua was coming to this world, just to sacrifice at the Lamb of Yahweh, the sacrifices. The Yahshua coming, he died one for all. So that's the reason why there is no more high priest, there is no more temple. Yahshua is the temple, is the only high priest. That's why you don't need the sacrifices every year. Those was a shadow to Yahshua to come. But Yahshua coming, he take the place. That's why the temple is destroyed. Now we have a direct communication with Yahweh if you repent from your sins and ask him for forgiveness. Baptized in the name of Yahushua, the one who died, who sacrificed himself for you, my friend. Stay tuned for the part 2.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again, because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping, and the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking, people hearing without listening, people writing songs that voices never share, and no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer